Ambassador Marco della Seta was born on June 6, 1962, in Milan. He majored in international relations at the Paris Institute of Political Studies and majored in political science at the University of Pavia. He started working at the Italian Ministry of Foreign Affairs in 1989. He was first sent to work at the Italian Embassy in Mexico in 1992 and in Buenos Aires in 1996. In Rome, he worked at the General Department of Asia, first dealing with Asian multilateral issues, and then as head of office in charge of relations with Southeast Asian countries. He also served as deputy head of mission in Beijing from 2006 to 2010 and ambassador to Seoul from 2015 to 2019. Back in Rome, he became coordinator on law of the sea issues at the legal service of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. With extensive experience working in diplomacy, he was appointed ambassador of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam starting August 7, 2023. Right at the beginning of his term in Vietnam, Ambassador Marco della Seta has soon begun implementing the joint declaration on strengthening the Vietnam-Italy strategic partnership, including the promotion of cultural cooperation and exchanges between the two countries' people, as well as economic, trade, and cooperation in international and multilateral forums.
Welcome to Station Vietnam on VTC10, and I'm your host Thu Giang. Vietnam and Italy have built a long-standing friendship with half a century of diplomatic relations and a decade of strategic partnership. In today's episode, we will see the bright spots in the two countries' relations with our distinguished guest speaker, Ambassador of Italy to Vietnam. Please welcome to the show His Excellency Marco della Seta.
Thank you, Zhang, for inviting me today. And hello to VTC public.
Bilateral relations between Vietnam and Italy are considered to be strong and friendly. So could you please review the most outstanding achievements in the cooperation relations between the two countries over the past years?
Well, thank you. Yes, strong and friendly, and that is confirmed by the status of our relationship. You know, there is a strategic partnership among our two countries, and which is shows how deep and how developed the two relations are. Another thing that shows how they developed is that there are about the investment of Italian companies. There are about 150 projects that are working here, going from very simple investments to iconic ones. I would like to mention the scooters, for instance, Vespa, that are built here and sold in Italy, some of them. And also, for instance, less spectacular items, but very, very important, like water heaters. You all know Ariston. We all have in our homes, both in Italy and here, the same water heaters. But if I can add, the most important achievement at the end of the day is the one from people to people, in the people to people field, and that's where I think there are the most outstanding achievements, both in terms of university relations, cultural relations, and also people studying in both countries, especially Vietnamese studying in Italy.
EVFTA has opened up a variety of opportunities for Vietnamese and Italian businesses. So what recommendations do you have for the two countries to take advantage of these valuable opportunities in promoting trade and investment?
Well, I think that our companies already on both sides are already taking advantage of the big opportunities offered by the free trade agreement between the EU and Vietnam. And this is shown by the numbers of our trade balance, which is growing constantly and is giving very good results, especially on the Vietnamese side. But one suggestion I would give to the businessmen is to come and try to know better each other's market. I mean, because I think, because of the distance, both cultural, in language, and in geography, there are no direct flight, unfortunately, yet. I think that it is important to know exactly what your market looks like. And the best way is to go to Italy for Vietnamese and for Italians to come here and experience it directly.
EU-Vietnam Free Trade Agreement, EVFTA, which came into effect in 2020, has slashed tariffs and streamlined trade procedures, leading to a surge in bilateral trade. In 2021, trade turnover witnessed a growth of 21.1%, reaching a staggering $5.6 billion. This upward trend continued in 2022, exceeding $6.2 billion. Notably, Vietnam emerged as Italy's largest trading partner within the ASEAN region. The secret sauce of this economic success story lies in the complementary nature of Vietnamese and Italian goods. Vietnam's robust manufacturing sector exports a plethora of products to Italy, including footwear, textiles, and furniture. Italian exports, on the other hand, cater to Vietnam's growing demand for high-end machinery, luxury goods like leather products, and technology. This two-way flow ensures a balanced and mutually beneficial trade relationship. Looking beyond traditional trade and investment, Vietnam and Italy are forging new paths of cooperation. Knowledge sharing and technology transfer are becoming increasingly important aspects of the relationship. Italy, with its expertise in design and manufacturing, is well positioned to assist Vietnam in developing its high-value industries. Conversely, Vietnam's young and tech-savvy workforce presents exciting opportunities for Italian companies seeking innovation partners.
Italy is currently a rising study destination for the Vietnamese students, with over 500 Vietnamese students coming to Italy each year. So from your perspective, what are the reasons behind this trend?
Well, there are many reasons, and we're very happy about this trend. By the way, we're very proud that Vietnamese students are choosing Italy as a destination for their studies, because it's a new trend, and it's a growing, it's a constant trend. So we're very, very happy about it. The reasons, one of the reasons is that Italian universities also teach in English, which makes it accessible for Vietnamese students that don't speak Italian or don't necessarily speak Italian. The second reason is that compared to other European studying destinations, Italy is rather cheaper, so it's more convenient. But the main reason, I think, is because of on top of our educational offer, there's a cultural offer. Culture in the broad sense. Not only beautiful cities with beautiful monuments and works of art, but also lifestyle, food, and fun. So I think that actually, and the good weather, so coming to Italy has many advantages. Not only the Italian embassy, but also Italian universities itself do offer quite a number of scholarships to Vietnamese students.
Yes, I saw it. Well, so as we know that Italian culture, as you just mentioned, Italian culture is well beloved by the Vietnamese people. Yeah, as well, I myself am riding a Vespa.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and I truly love it. Yeah, like with the Italian spirit. Yeah, so in the coming time, could you share some activities that the embassy will implement to strengthen and enhance the deep connection between the two countries in the field of art and culture?
Well, thank you for asking this question. As a matter of fact, we have already done a lot of activities in these last 2 years, especially when celebrating the 50th anniversary, and we're continuing to do so. There's a number of events that we have organized, going from ballet to music, from exhibits to conferences. So I cannot give you the entire program, but I would like to point out a few of these. We had this year 2 fantastic exhibits. One on mosaics at the museum of the Ethnographic Museum here in Hanoi, and one on textiles.
Textile.
Yes, called Fabrica. And I want to mention these 2 projects. There are many others in other fields, but because it shows that we are not only, it's not only because of what we show that our exhibits, our initiatives are successful, but also because of the way we do it. In these 2 cases, the first exhibit, Mosaico, was a virtual exhibition, and people loved it. And the second one was an exhibit on Italian textiles, as I told you, where you could actually touch them. And so this idea of an interactive exhibit was also very much appreciated by the Vietnamese public. So there are many things we're doing. We have projects also in training for theater and music. So there's a lot of things going on. Please stay tuned with our social medias to see what the offer is and how it evolves.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I will subscribe to all the channel of the Italian Embassy. Okay, so once again, thank you so much, Ambassador Marco Della Sera, for your wonderful insights on the Vietnam and Italy friendship. And we also look forward to further fruitful and solid partnership between the 2 countries in the near future.
Thank you, Zhang. I also share exactly the same wishes.
That's the end of Station Vietnam today. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time. Goodbye.
I did visit Vietnam 20 years ago on a mission, a working mission from Italy. And but I have been working on Asian countries on the region for at least 20 years. I asked to come to Vietnam because I think, yes, I think this country is instrumental in the relations of Italy with the region. And I think also it's a fascinating country that I like very much. Well, if I could define Vietnam in 3 words, I would probably use welcoming, dynamic, and familiar. Welcoming because of the warmth and friendliness of the Vietnamese people, which are open and hospitable, and I felt this very much. And I feel this very much every day living here in Hanoi. Dynamic because of the growth of the country, both in economic terms but also in every sense, and the vibrant energy of you feel every day living in Vietnam and in Hanoi particularly. And familiar, although there are differences and distances between the 2 countries, especially geographic distance, but I found in Vietnam some aspects, some features, especially social features that are very familiar. The love for food, for instance, the family values, and of course the importance of culture and cultural heritage. Well, if I can be frank, the thing that shocked me most when I arrived, in a positive way, is its trees. Yes, I love Hanoi's trees. I think they're gorgeous, especially in May when they bloom, which was a surprise. I arrived here last August, and so saw everything green, and then I discovered in May that all these beautiful old trees that are especially in this neighborhood, are yellow, purple, red, and it was really a big surprise, and it's a joy to live in such a beautiful environment.